What happens when a single paparazzi moment is taken out of context and suddenly becomes a storm that spreads far beyond the person it was meant to portray? In Brandi Passante's case, that's exactly what sparked an online frenzy, one that turned a normal public appearance into a headline that refused to die. But before you believe the noise, there's a deeper, more human story hiding underneath all the speculation, and it's not the one most people ever stop to think about. Today, you're not just hearing about a viral moment. You're stepping into the reality of what it feels like when privacy disappears in seconds. Brandi Passante, known for her sharp presence on Storage Wars, built her reputation on confidence, wit, and staying grounded even when cameras followed her into the unpredictable world of reality television. But fame has a strange way of magnifying every detail, especially when someone is simply living their life without expecting the world to analyze it frame by frame. The moment that later fueled so many exaggerated claims was, in reality, just another public outing captured from an unflattering angle and amplified by online chatter. And here's the part people often miss. Once an image is detached from context, it stops being truth and starts becoming interpretation. Have you ever wondered how quickly perception can replace reality in the digital age? For Brandi, that question wasn't theoretical, it became personal. As the story spread, so did assumptions. Comments, reactions, and recycled posts began shaping a version of events that didn't match what actually happened. But behind the headlines, Brandi continued doing what she has always done, showing up, working, raising her son, and navigating a life that rarely slows down long enough for explanations to matter. The emotional weight of being constantly discussed, often unfairly, is something most viewers never see. And this is where the emotional conflict deepens. Because while the internet often treats celebrities as characters, they are still people who feel embarrassment, frustration, and exhaustion when private moments are exaggerated into public narratives. Brandi's strength has never been about perfection. It has always been about resilience. The ability to keep moving forward even when the noise gets louder than the truth. Over time, something important becomes clear. Viral moments fade, but reputation is built through years of consistency. Brandi Passante's real story isn't defined by a single headline or a distorted snapshot. It's defined by her long-standing presence in a tough industry, her role as a mother, and her refusal to let public judgment dictate her identity. At the emotional peak of this story, what stands out most is not the controversy itself, but the reminder of how fragile perception really is. One moment can be misunderstood, reshaped, and repeated until it no longer resembles reality. And yet, life continues beyond the screen, beyond the comments, beyond the noise. So, what can you take from this? Maybe it's a simple but powerful reflection. How often do we believe what we see without asking what's missing from the frame? Brandi's experience quietly challenges that habit, reminding you that context matters more than reaction. In the end, the story isn't about a viral image at all. It's about resilience in a world that moves faster than understanding. And sometimes the strongest response isn't to fight the noise, it's to keep living so fully that the noise eventually fades on its own.